Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Weedcraft Incorporated. I hope you enjoyed the last couple of episodes. If you have any ideas on, like, if you've played this already and you have little, like, tips or tricks or whatever, make sure you throw them in the comments. I have done a few of these in a row, so I may not be able to get them right away, but I will check the comments. So if you guys do have any tips or tricks or anything like that, let me know in the comments. All right, and I will see if I can put them in the next one, see how they work out. Okay. If anything, it can be a good testing ground. So if you have any ideas, even if you haven't played and you're like, hey, why don't you try doing this? I will try it out, and I can be your scientist here. Okay. Yes. Thank you, doggo. All right. So again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this series. Okay. Let me know what you think of it. All right. So we've gotten our first employees. We haven't tried them out yet. We have gotten one other strain of marijuana. I may try one more, add it in there. I haven't decided yet. I might just kind of let this part go before adding more. So we did get a small air purifier. Now the good thing about this, it doesn't mess with our conditions in terms of heat or moisture or anything like that. But what it does is minus 75 to the police vigilance. So what it does is basically takes out some of the stink of growing pot in the basement. So by doing that, it will make it so the cops are less likely to mess with us. We got a new light as well. This light gonna increase our temperature, which kind of sucks, but we do have fans and that can lower it. And if it gets too hot by having these, we can always really decrease by getting a secondary fan in there. It does pop up our yield to 90 grams, so we'll have more to sell. Okay, but it does also increase the vigilance as well. So there's a new strain with the Maui Wowie. Okay, it's tropical. Increases your focus, has giggliness effect, increases your energy, and you get a higher libido, as you can see by the fancy bunnies there. I'm not going to buy this one yet. We'll kind of see how it goes. Open up, it's the police. Yes, officer? I know what's going on in there. You always have people coming in and leaving real quick, and it smells like someone ran over a skunk. Oh no, I love skunks. I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. In fact, I'd take some action if you'd catch my drift. Find a way to lower your profile unless you want to see a whole lot more of me. Okay? So, our vigilance changed, so it's increased the amount of vigilance. So, they know that I'm here and what I'm doing, so they're more likely to try to bust me. Hey, was that the cops? Yeah, I handled it. You handled it for now, but that visit makes me think that Commissioner Francis still haunts this town, even if he's in New York now. Who's Francis? Commissioner Francis? Yeah, he was top cop here in Flint. He had a giant stick up his ass about cleaning up this town. I was relieved when his exceptional results got him poached by New York City, but then they replaced him with Denisa Fernandez. I'm not sure which is worse. Alright, so the first thing here is we have new perks available. So you can buy a veteran's donation perk, which is what they want me to do. And this brings me on the shadier side. Okay, and then we have a decent side as well. Now the shadier side, this basically makes it so I can do more illegal stuff and it's not going to hound me as much. By getting this donation, they're going to, it's only going to cost me $2,500. And we have a better relationship with police officers because I've been giving them some money for their veterans. Now on the other side, we have a greatest profile on Linked Out. Okay, obviously LinkedIn. So this will find new employees that are specialized in selling more easily. So by doing this, I'm going to increase my employees' ability to sell. So ooh, I'm gonna or new employees that I can get that can sell. Now, as I get more experience, I can branch out. And I can get things like this. So this one will make people who can grow better, where this one can I can employ more people. And as I go on, you're going to have other things. So this does health insurance. You know, more people will hang out with me longer and won't have as much problems. Coaching courses, so they'll like me more, that kind of thing. And obviously it keeps going until I can get things like a luxury yacht and an incentive program. And then on the shadier side, I can do things like destruction of property, where I can get competition to stop what they're doing and you know, more likely get them out of there. So I'll go over those as we kind of go through here. So now I need to set up a front business for the family home. So I'm going to go in here. I'm not, you know what? Let me show you the employees first, because I didn't do that last episode. So you can see it has their little face on there. That means they are going to do these things, which in this case is water. I don't know if I ever did my northern lights. So I'm going to do all the pruning. I'm going to leave the watering to them. I'm not all that worried about them watering. That part's easy enough. So did I ever finish this? Alright, 257. I think we did. Yeah, 257 is what we said was the best for this. So, I'll usually let them finish, but if it's in front of me, I'm going to do that. So now I've lowered, so I didn't have to do all that much, but what I've done is I've lowered, you know, the police vigilance, because I've given that donation. Okay? And I will continue giving those donations. So I've got underground grows in this, but what I want to do is I want to set up a front. So if you go down there, your front business, it changes from a front business to, God, I don't remember what it was called. Let me go through here. Legality. Fronts. Where's my fronts? Selling, failure, perks. Please. Oh, places. That's where it is. It's called an auxiliary business. Okay, when you're doing something in a legal capacity. So I can't do these because I don't have enough money for those. What it will do is it will get me new customers if I do that. Okay, if I do this tea room, it'll decrease my police vigilance by a lot. Okay, so I can do that. But this one will give me some new customers by doing the pizza or the game studio. Now, I may wait and do one of these. I don't know why it would be a bad idea, but this person loves Super Lemon Haze. And I have a ton of that. Reggie, yeah, Northern Lights, not as much. I can get Granddaddy Purple. I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe in a little bit. They love Super Lemon Haze. So that's their favorite one in there. So by doing that, that might be a better idea. So I could wait to do that. Ooh, I don't need to do that. If you talk to them, they'll give you little tips and tricks. So I do need an air purifier, which will decrease police even more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. You just saw that. It popped up mediocre instead of perfect. It's because I let them do it instead of me, which I don't like doing because they're not good at it. Doggo, you just want to fight. Okay? Fight. That's all he wants to do. Okay? So, my dog's trying to play with me. I'll throw a picture of him up right here. All he wants to do is fight with his toy with me while I'm trying to do my work. I'm giving him as little attention as possible for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you don't have to kind of see this part. I'm just trying to make enough money real quick that I can buy that better front. As soon as I get one of these to sell, I'm going to put in the purifier as well. I'll pop that in to show you that one when it comes in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get rid of one of these northern lights, and instead I'm going to put in my purifier here. Okay, again, doesn't do much, just decreases the smells. Now, I've gotten rid of one of the Reggies here and one of the Northern Lights. I'm going to try to keep as much of the Super Lemon Haze in because that's what everybody seems to really like in this. So I'm not going to get rid of those real quick for now. So I'm going to speed this up again until I have enough money, I think, until get that pizza place. So I'm more likely to have people come and buy from me there. Oh, alright, we have an issue. Hello, this is police. Could you open the door? Yeah, I'll open the door for this guy for night now. Of course, officer, right away. It was recently brought to my attention that you get a lot of visitors. Strange folks, too. Not that that's illegal in and of itself, but mind telling me what's going on here? Those people, I picked up on giving piano lessons recently. Admit it might have gotten a little bit too many pupils. Most of them aren't great. I get it now. Didn't presume you'd be a musical type. Makes sense, though. I'd like to hear you play someday. So, right there, that's telling me that they're a little bit worried about me with this guy here. So I need to grow some more here. There we go. Okay, so one thing that we did is we gained some experience from Sophie Spencer. Now what that means is I can take one of these, growing, selling, or spying, interpersonal, and I can make her better at it. So I'm going to make her better at growing since she's my primary grower. Now what she will do is she'll want to come and get more money. So I'm going to start talking to her to get some better help with her. It's a better friendship, I guess. And so I'm gonna chat with her. I'm not gonna go through this because a lot of it's I'm good, you know, whatever. I'm gonna try to have this person talk to me, get my relationship. One of the things you can do is you can talk about specific things. So I'm gonna talk about business with her first, okay? And we see that, oh, she is interested in business. So what that'll do is I can talk to her again, and business is one of the things that she really likes to talk about. And that will make her want to talk to me more, okay, as well as she'll tell me a little bit more about herself and increase my relationship with her. So let's talk about her family. No, she doesn't like talking about family, and that'll decrease if I keep pushing that. So let's talk about education real quick. She is important. She does find education is important as well, so I can do that one again. And boom, now she's giving me more things to talk about. She has an issue with spelling equivalents. All right, she likes talking about it, I guess. So I'm going to try to chat with her a little bit more. She's bored. Once she's bored, she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. But what I've done is I've increased her relationship with me. Once I can get it to friendly, she's less likely to be upset about how much I'm paying her. Now another thing that I can do, which I'll go into Flint so they don't bug me there, is I can talk to the police. So the police, he's looking at me, he's a little worrisome, but I'm not all that worried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on him. I'm going to start talking to him as well. And I just want to talk to him. Okay, let's chat. He's interested in business. Cool. So let's talk about business. And I'll do it again. Let's talk about business again, just in case there's something. So let's talk about family. Okay, maybe he's a family man. Boom. He enjoys talking about family. So let's talk about family. His father was in the citizens militia in the communist Poland. So let's talk about your Polish father. And you have a famous director. So let's talk about your famous relatives. You want to talk more? Some stuff in the Michigan mob. So let's talk about the mob. Do you care about them? Maybe it makes it uncomfortable. Now, you don't like that as much, probably. He misses his wife, who died of leukemia a lot. So let's talk about your dead wife. He doesn't like to talk about it, but he's friendly with me, so it's pretty good. Let's talk about yourself. Okay, he's still friendly with me, but... Okay, maybe... Oops. He calls himself untouchable. Let's talk about being untouchable. He loves Brian De Palma films, so let's talk about Brian De Palma. Okay. So, now that I've done this, let's talk a little bit more about some other stuff. Maybe some more family stuff. Okay, he's bored. So, he's friendly with me. What I might do is I might talk to him about maybe turning a blind eye. Help me out as a buddy. So, hear me out about this. Boom. So, what I've done is I've now gained his favor because he's very friendly with me. Which means the 3 places that he covers, which is the family home where I am, the marketplace where I sell drugs, and the shady neighborhood, which I may put a grow thing in there. He's gonna leave me alone. He doesn't even care. Now, some things that I can do is I can go to info and dirt, which I can't do right now. But what I can do is I can go through some of the information, like he's got family members in the mob. Okay, he calls himself untouchable, stuff like that. And I can get dirt on him. That way, if, you know, maybe he doesn't become as friendly with me, as you can see here, he is friendly with me right now, which is great, and he'll leave me alone. What'll end up happening is he will, if he won't leave me alone because he's my friend, he's going to end up leaving me alone because I'll have some dirt on him. So let's keep growing real quick. I do it just because I want to go through it, but I should let them do some of this stuff because that way they're going to gain that experience that we were talking about. So I still need to get a front business for my home. I'm at 13,000 right now. God, mediocre. I hate it. I want to try to get up to that 15,000 and maybe give myself a little bit of extra there. That way, not only can I expand my business if I need to, which I'm probably going to try to do next, but as well as get that new the new people in there, my new front. So I'm going to speed this up until I get my 15, and then we'll see what happens next. Go from there. Okay, before I do that, now that I have gone with Sophie here and I have increased a little bit, she's familiar with me. Not the best thing. If she was friendly, it would be even better. But now that she's increased her her skills, she wants to get paid more. Okay, so right now she's at 300. If I went up to 350, I'll offer it to her and she'll be probably pissed. If I go to 400, then she'll probably be like, oh, that's good because I've gained her favor. If she really didn't like me or if we were pretty neutral, 400 may still not be enough for her. Okay, so she doesn't even think 400 is enough for her yet. So I'm going to discuss it again with her, and I'm going to put 450. That should be good, yeah. So that's enough. We got 450. She's happy enough with that, so that way she'll be pretty cool with me. All right, so now I'm going to speed this up. Get this rolling. So really quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her Go ahead and clip this one, see if she's gotten any better at this. So she's still at mediocre. She's slightly better than she was last time, but it's still not great. So I want her to get up at least another level before I start letting her kind of do it on her own. Alright, back to the speed. Alright, really quick. We got William Peck, who gained experience in selling. I'm going to let him sell again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to him as well. Just wanted to talk. Let's chat. So, business doesn't mess with him that much. Education's important to him. So let's talk about education. Studied law. So let's talk about law. Doesn't look like there's much to get from there, so I'm going to go back to education. There you go, he's bullied. Let's talk about bullies. Okay, banal stuff, which means he doesn't really want to talk about it. He's already bored, which kind of sucks, but we've got him to the friendly, so I probably pay him a little bit less. Now, don't get the wrong idea, I'm no street thug, but I have friends that aren't as polite as I am. Now, they tend to visit anyone that doesn't show my business a little support. So you're willing to support me in my business on this fine day? Nope. Suck it. So now I got a little bit of competition, which can end up being a problem, but I'm not all that worried about it. Alright, so now let's talk about money. So I'm going to bump them up to 350. Boom. Peace out, homie. Alright, so one of the things that I need to do is I'm going to need to get some more pot grown here. So I'm going to actually, you know what, I don't want to expand yet. I want to get my 15. Alright, so I've hit my 15,000, and I believe I got everything going there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make my front business. So my front business, I'm going to make the pizza restaurant so I can get the students in there. Boom. Now, I don't have any money left except for what I've gotten from this. But I should be able to make more money with this extra consumer now. So I've just gotten a Supermart pump, which what this does is it actually lets me water multiple things at once. It's okay. I'm not. I think once I get enough plants in a specific area, then it might be more important. I don't find it to be super important at the moment. The Supermart LED. Now you can alter the plant's yields and grow room conditions, that kind of thing. It's pretty nice, but still. It will increase my temperature. The yields goes to 75 grams, which is nice, and the police vigilance is okay. So I'm going to look at that and compare it to what I already have, see if it increases my yields enough that it you know, and doesn't mess with my temperatures or anything enough that it'll actually do something for me. Okay, now I have peat moss as well. Now here's the thing. I don't particularly like peat moss. So it gives me +3 to police vigilance. And it decreases my growth time. But I think those were both pretty minor. Where my quality goes down 10% from what it was. And I will have to water more. Right? Or the humidity. It decreased the humidity a bit by, you know, doing that. So it's fine, but I don't find it to be super important. Alright. Holy smokes, Valhalla's Rejects got a new strain. This stuff is... Oh, you need this in your inventory. Alright, let's go. We'll start growing it. Not so fast. They're trucking it in from a high-security grow operation in California. There's no way we'll score clones out here unless we do a little corporate espionage. We can try befriending them, or we could just steal it. What do you think? I find befriending them to be some of the easiest things. I'll have a chat with them. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up besties. So what I'm going to do is you go to your competition now. And you can do one of a few different things. You can befriend their boss. You can blackmail them, or you could pay them for the seeds, or you can convince one of your employees to steal the strain. Now, I don't have anybody that's great at any kind of espionage or anything like that, so I'm not super worried about that. I'm going to talk to him myself. So, I'm going to introduce myself to him. And again, I'm not going to go talk through these just because it's a lot of just chatting. So, I just want to talk. Alright, so let's talk about business. He likes business, that's good. So let's talk about business again. He wants to be a streamer specializing in business sim games. Very similar to this. So let's talk about your streamer dreams. He doesn't care too much. Let's talk about any more business. Okay, I don't think I have much left with that. So, let's talk about education. He doesn't care about that one. So let's talk about family. He likes family, so it's important to him. So let's go ahead and talk about family. There's got to be more to it than that. Okay, he's bored. He's familiar with me, but he's not. It's not enough yet. So I'm going to make him to be friendly with me pretty soon before I do anything else. Now, here's where I dig up dirt. I can give 2 grand. I can, and I'll get 3 pieces of info, or I can do 1 piece of info. You can do up to 3, but it's going to cost you 6,000 to do that. So you want to kind of figure out what's good, and you can kind of mess with it. Now, I can get somebody to assign to him. Okay. They'll mess with stuff. She's not doing all that much. She's just doing a little bit of growing. So what I might do is I might assign her to gather info about John here. So what I'll do is you can assign Sophie, and she's going to try to gather info about him. What that'll do is give me some more stuff to talk to him about. So, I don't have anybody dealing with my front here, so I'm going to take Peck here, and he's going to be my pizza guy as well. So Sophie got some more information. He lives alone in a small apartment. So what I'll do is I'll chat with him again. I'm just going to chat with him. Let's talk about living at home. Okay, he doesn't like that. So let's tell me a little bit about yourself. He's interested in politics. So let's go ahead and talk about politics. Let's talk a little bit about business, maybe. Let's talk about the family of yours. There you go. He's Bad behaved kid. So let's talk about you being a dick when you were a kid. You smoked pot in college, so let's talk about pot. Alright. Let's chat. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay. Let's talk about your underpants. It's not an easy time. Alright. Any more business? Alright, he's friendly with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out now. Ask him a favor. For a strain. And see if he'll help me as a friend. So let's hear him out. Boom. He's now shared what I needed from him. It's Margarita Lush, which gives you a carefreeness, and it's a tropical flavor. Okay, boom. Got their strain. Finished. Alright. So, that's going to be it. Ooh, I got 20 grand for that. That's nice. That's going to be it for episode 3 of Weedcraft Incorporated. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Otherwise, I'm going to have to sick this angry dog at you. Okay. So, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. All right, later.